This is called landing. Preserve only the gloss I know, lest safety or food poisoning slip at that moment gold in the water to harm no one. If it was cold, would it be easier? Gets undone. A little tremor lets in breezes, and uncoupled our feet burn dull. Touch missing into halves, put on lids, acting so. Could the sea wall further the noise? Is there a glitch to fit a division? Bracketed for less, would it be empty? Slip off out of sight. Make it easier. Slip adverts gone in here, clips to the mirror, trembling at no first light. Disrupt cargo for minutes between as styrofoam tightens, sleep next to the window. Lean over factories speckling water with the bruised runoff, hem sandpaper to the greys and mass clouds of plankton bloom. Sculpted strips between sparse damage, bank as we make it, aware, retreating into scented chemicals, wreckage slips around taut skin at drying, pressure drops for strength. Vacuum shuts, no statement, crop spray kicks up within walking, ended by night falling wet dusting turned back on flats. The cut is open and close, the whole warmth is citrus afterburn, is wax rind, is protection. How are you vulnerable? Is it this old intimacy, brushed and salted lip complete? It gets maintained and goes, shuddering through, dragging life rafts for your skin where it is, tested against allergies, black sand wrapped in cellophane, breaks in water. Prevent automatic release unit, structural damage falls out on currents I want you to hold, and it soft foams out. When sleep fails, you listen. Arteries flood and pull all the objects towards us. Sheets and sequins rest a grip for last voicing, thin glass to push against, resonate across spaces, with the breathing and beating dragged into this breaking, and then turning out of the light. Maybe two more. This is called spanning what exactly. A hemisphere the size of a totally different thing, probably a paper plane you swing, remembering this symphony about swimmers gone impossible, like throats tried to sing and everything feels salty. This is a model avalanche display, heavy-duty receipt for steroids, trip out in mute colours, award-winning response times, delete you sound out like rapid on a beach the size of us both. Go on echoes naming a volcano, what size brick made of plastic, sketch on the circuit breathing, small and in one place, sick of my allergies to listed accidents, break out of hospital, content rise and fall, and the horizon is not tall enough for music, now grip jaws, marines storming the lifeboat, more calls to safety, we're safe. But the tide is out, kids dig their own shelters, and harm constricts most, its eyelids shut as the day shuts, open and close. It's the last poem I'm going to read. It's called Egg Hunt Triumph. I wrote it at Easter. Cut to breathable nylon, scared of repeating myself to death. Underwater level collarbones, a plastic dinosaur in 1992, thrown into a lake, would that be lossless, destroying consumption, millions of clean lungs, sinews of longing, how you say, tigers, a pit too wide to leap, this pointless health trip, I crashed through a baseball cap, and somewhere fireworks are going totally bankrupt. Was there a garden, was there ever ice cream in my pockets, repeating others, scenes pressed, live and in lying, you're at work, crying and masturbating. You want to be in the world, lock safety to your body, pressed in a cubicle. You have so many feelings, so much stuff. The police come in and shoot you. Wake up after not breathing at all through the entire night. Typeset, roughly everything. We did maths in stapled hands. Drinking juice, you puke, flu hazard. Could have calculus proof wrecked on museums. I boil water for coffee, save millions of lives. I eat scrap tape over a shitload of horses, throw up and go, grow up on arson, wholly drifted and sank into wired bed monitors. Where I rectangle, do you immolate? Well, sometimes attempting jokes, the room gets so small and dies. We were eating soup. Everyone stared and the tunnels starved themselves to death outside. Line battery short-circuited brings down passenger jets of cool air, the most arrogant FaceTime, tent removal, lost safety, jacking water bombs. Being that thin, it's probably not going to be okay. Please be okay, more than standing still, hands up in the automatic door, nothing hurts. You joy for nautical miles, drinking a glass of water, say squash, would be more adequately stupid. Check the grief in the river stamps from the track team, beating you to death. Innocent fruit drinks and sushi parties have this quality, brought up on Coca-Cola, dissolving coins and teeth and lungs. This is the worst birthday party ever. The worst leg I ever had was actually an arm. The worst harm I ever had, I don't know. Fuck, I was so drunk. I was so dying. And this is a fantasy you live with. Magnetic guns, robotic second guess, a wristwatch, your skin grows over and comes off with embarrassed glares. Teenagers start dieting and the whole scuba club had an accident because the sea is also a joke. So clearing set dispersed along a bridge made of pure glass, spun threads extending from here to there, wounded hair but shrugged off fear. With your hands in your pockets, or with your hands in my pockets, or repeating death with my hands in your pockets, we help each other up. The baton attacks your shoulders first, then the fists are no use, but the fall arrests itself, and you hover glowingly, corners us, in love of head injuries we'll never swallow again. Thank you.